Hi, Achim here from InnerSpace Explorers. Just want to give you a brief update today on the project. Nothing spectacular, there's a few small things. So first of all, I found the name of another one of these three ships, and that's Julia. Still no idea about the third one, and still not really anything about the history of these ships. So if they were finally finished, or if they were sunk at some point, or if they still exist, being renamed, whatever. So I'm still working on that, and I get bits and pieces of information, but at least we have a second name. So and the other thing which is interesting is that GoFundMe actually contacted me last week and said, or asked if they could give my details to a journalist from a newspaper. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And so this newspaper contacted me, and it's from the area here, and they were like, a super interesting project, and they would like to support it, and made an interview, etc. And so they're coming on Tuesday for pictures and interviews, etc. to my house, and we'll see. I actually think this is pretty cool, and we'll see if that has a little bit of a momentum also on the fundraising, but it was like out of the blue, pretty unexpected, but at least a nice surprise. So other than that, it was pretty interesting to see all the comments on the double rebreather. A lot of hate on the go, recommendations like double mech, which, yeah, great. But first of all, I don't have two mechs flying around, and I also don't know where to get them. And second, it's just because it was a well-working concept for a certain diver. In that case, the cave divers in New Zealand doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good concept for me, especially as I think you should do dives like this with a setup that you're really familiar with, and I'm not with the mech. I dove one at some point once. But it's probably still not a smart idea to take this setup just because it worked for somebody else and take it on a dive like that. So I also dove yesterday, actually. I dove on Ouroboros, which is a fantastic rebreather, beside its price and size. And there's the same thing. I'm certified on an Ouroboros years and years ago. And but first of all, it's probably a bit hardcore to make a double rebreather out of an Ouroboros. And yeah, I'm not familiar, so I did a dive because I had the chance to, and enjoyed that a lot. But more out of curiosity, is like driving a different car. Like, oh, I always wanted to drive one of these. So dove an Ouroboros again, and that was fun. And yeah, we'll see what I'm gonna do. So I'm still working on my equipment setup. The scooter is ready now, so that will also be a bit like the van, if you want to call it like that. So it will carry all the additional equipment like lift bags and attachment points and stuff like that. And with the rebreather, yeah, I still don't know what to do. I clearly have the chance to take the same setup that I used in the channel with the two classics on the back, which could be a good solution. Also, I'm not a big fan of the two loops around the neck, but yeah, we'll see. Now there's no final decision yet. I'm playing around with various things, so I'm waiting for a couple of parts. But as soon as these arrive, I will do a test dive here in a lake. There's something I want to check out for years in about 110 meters, and so that's a good chance. I never managed to get back. There's always something different, another time, whatever. So finally we'll have a look at this. It's something I saw basically on my way up from another dive, and I didn't want to like go down again, redescend, and so I was like, I need to come back another day. So that I'll do next week, and test the configuration and see how that goes. And yeah, other than that, nothing too spectacular so far. And as soon as I have updates, I will tell you, probably after the interview. Maybe I can show you an article or something like that. And again, thank you very much for everybody who's supported the project so far. And hope you have a nice Sunday. If you have questions on the project, equipment suggestions, then put them in the comment section, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.